Alright. Let's get going. Now in this city of the Gnolls.
Gnollish strength, Ifriti magic, and the toil of... You hear a distant howl. Centuries must have spotted your approach across the bridge.
Okay, it's not even done. Let us be running.
Gusts of scorching air from this excavation. The rhythms are those of beating wings.
Gotta finish up the sands.
A heavy key slips from the overseer's grasp as he falls.
Right, we still gotta freedom. Freedom good. Freedom live. Hey, it's not a hurry. Oh, I did not get the key.
This kitchen reeks of blood and rusted iron. A caged dwarf above the cook fire looks like the next meal.
Cooking us instead. Oh, would you?
A heavy key slips from Unbor's grasp as he falls.
Na 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 na.
A heavy key slips from the overseer's grasp as he falls.
Oh man, this quest is not treating you well. You're already... all your spell points are nearly gone. Oh well, I'm always there to do the heavy lifting. Deep fairy cave.
They still offer respite from the stifling air of the city.
Some little traps.
hear muffled howls and the clatter of arms from the end of this hallway. The fire burns are preparing. A heavy key slips from the overseer's grasp as he falls.
Oh, come on there. Don't you be like that. Don't you be.
A heavily muscled minotaur stands behind a crude forge. He looks alarmed by your approach.
Let's get you and you and you. That has a fire resistance. Five more people to free. Gotta get all the freedoms.
This terrace of the burning city is not as oppressively hot as below. The most powerful firebrands probably dwell at these heights.
Falchion or moles? That is bad doggo. What do they think they are? To the top, I go. And as I will be gone, some little bats will fly to their
A troop of
friends.
archers ranged along a defensive wall shouts
on the
rude challenges and insults at your invasion party.
Freedom for you.
The slaves in this post cheer raggedly, and the firearms prepare a desperate defense. Word or exploits must have spread. A heavy cue slipped from the overseer's grasp.
Alright, pretty much all these slaves are freed.
This arcane library reeks of malice and despair. A halfling slumps at a low...
Mage her down. Piece by piece will be then. Cut and cut.
You have ascended to the peak of the burning city. General Huvaya and his vizier Rashad must be close at hand.
Vendal. And off we go. Longest quest of the sand done. Oh. And now we can be flagged for the pre-raid, which is also a bunch of XP. Although nothing stops us from trying to do the raid as well. I don't know how fast it would go though. But it should be doable. Come here, my little strong weapon. Come here. Come here. $1.9 million XP get. We are halfway through the leveling process. I have the object you seek. And now flagged for against the Demon Queen. We got to topple a queen. How dare us? La, 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 la.
Knoll sharpshooters have a distinct advantage within the confines of Windlasher Canyon.
Time to go to our throne and make her fall.
At the end of this corridor lies the port of Layla, the Demon Queen. You stand in the antechamber of Queen Layla's court. Before you, an ancient tome radiates malice.
Alright, let's see. What order do we get? Grasping, Devious, and Greed?
The gate of the court of Layla opens, beckoning you further into the Queen's sanctum. A massive platform supported by pillars rises above the demon-guarded intersection. Bridges extend in every direction. Gibbering voices arise from a locked hatch, along with the stench of unclean death.
Come on out. Gonna clear this center before doing anything. Oh, the pretties. Octopus over there.
A plaque bearing a stylized octopus is mounted above this door.
Gotta get all wet.
Cold clings to your skin as you glimpse a lever hidden among the submerged rocks.
Maybe a shower could be good.
Gates slam shut all around you. You are trapped. A flash of reflected light catches your eye from the murky
La 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 la.
At the far end of the shrine, demonic lips glow with power. You sense powerful magic in the malevolent figure coalesces in the shrine.
Yeah, might as well destroy all the things. This quest is pretty meaty in XP. Next is Snake. I'm not using XP pod this life. I know that I could zoom to cap that way, but due to all the flagging I need, I'll get 20 regardless, due to the extra quest. I'm taking the long road this time. No shortcut.
The slapping of many damp feet against stone. They're headed this way.
Oh, I'll be getting them.
Invoked without the support of the invoker's spell, the portal quickly collapses.
Oh, don't you worry.
The Rakshasa Prince appears once more as the potent glyphs of the cycle.
Then it's time for bats. Me, I'll be going to the scorpion.
A plaque bearing a stylized scorpion is mounted above this door.
Reciting the sixth sword as per the demon that grounded the rules.
Revealing a seething nest of venomous scorpions.
Big, huge scorpions in need of punishment.
The illusory prince is once again called by the power of the glyphs.
Then the last one is monkey. So the monkey, I can be completely locked out of the rest of the quest if my partners climb up these stairs once I'm done. Better wait at the bottom of the stairs till I'm at least out of the battle room in monkey. Telling you that. Na 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 na. Let us go.
You hear the clatter of a portcullis rising to the south.
Although it's not a problem for characters that have D-door. Go do the monkey.
Prince of Swords snarls as the glyphs are recited.
But I don't have D-door. Okay, I'm safe. And we have already ransacked. Ugh. Let's go.
6 plaques are arrayed above this gate, each bearing the stylized image of an animal. Ahead,
We have a demon to make sure that her
a mixture of rage and
bottom is all squished and extended.
You look upon the form of the Marilith Queen Layla. Her Rakshasa consort stands confidently by her side.
I could bless you where you stand. She says, "Stop running, mister."
Reeling from the force of your soul, Queen Layla vanishes in a spray of colors.
You'll be laid down.
Queen Layla blinks back from the sea, completely
Wow, she retreat already. 36k, 10 minutes. Easy speasy. Alright, let's give a try for the
At the
raid.
end of this corridor lies the port of Layla, the demon queen.
Don't know how that would turn out. Yeah, I might as well. Hopefully Shout has enough range. Do you have anything else that could have been long range on the Bard? That is Wubby's revenge. Or how the revenge.
This must be the hellish lair with...
How it is the right grade. So stuff doesn't, so the mobs don't have that much at point. You go on with. They die pretty quickly.
This portal churns with instability.
Na 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 na
Doubts of
na
Bobby's
na
magic
na
can hold it
na.
open for long.
How dare you trap me in here with genie tricks? You will pray. See how my enemies prance.
Na 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 na. Yeah, that's easy. 27k from minute 49. What insanity. Demon Scalar more. I actually don't even remember what it looks like. If it's worth glamoring or not. Wiki, please show me. Demon Scalar more. Green look. Yeah, I think I'd pass. I think I'd pass. Plus, right now, that's the boots that I'm using. I have already absorbed. But hey, you did get to loot. Let's see, at this point, I'm about 60k from level 15. Let's do the Lord's March, I guess. I think the first part of Lord's March would get me to level 15. And then you can get your own level 15. Anyway, we need that bank space. Well, the bag spaces anyway. So that wouldn't do bad. You'll be sick of running it. Oh dear. You just did a High Reaper just yesterday, was it? Or 2 days ago? I cannot remember. You can't remember heater.
Along the ridge line, high
There.
above you, is a line of bamboo fencing.
Although it will be more of a walk in the park. If the park was more green. Where we were Wednesday when we started. Might be Thursday now.
Through the brush ahead, you hear a guttural voice calling for death to intruders. The cavern ahead reeks of feline occupation. This must be where the panthers make their den.
Next raid that I'll need to flag for will be DOJ. So the 3 quests in Amra for the level 13 quest. Been a while since I've done them. Yeah, the thing is that
The
Midranor
jungle
gives
can't
so much XP that you don't even need to look out for these quests anymore for XP. Just to squeeze as much as you can.
As the salty tang in the air grows stronger, you notice a bamboo bridge crossing the ravine. Perhaps it leads back
But
to
I
its
really
enemy's camp.
wish that they would bring out an expansion on the
Presence
level
of the
12
Droam soldiers
range.
and siege. You must warn him of the danger the storm
Ravenloft
reach.
is just not
With luck,
enough
you can make it back to
XP.
camp without encountering any Droam forces.
Well, you can basically detour and talk to Henrietta again. Unless... while you're there. You could still detour
And weapons of these dead creatures matches the ones on the beach.
kickstart.
Clearly, this
Or
was
I
a
guess
scouting
I'll
party,
do it.
And their hostile reaction to your presence supports Yolevian's invasion theory.
I'll do this tuck. And I'll join you back there. Fair enough.
Another Droam scouting party has been destroyed. By now, there must be many parties of Droam soldiers spread throughout the jungle.
Fair enough. Now I have to go catch up to you with the barbarian speed. Gotta be speed.
Crumbling ruins rest on the plateau above. While the stones are ancient, the tents and banners around them are not.
We'll be on a go.
From ahead, a rough voice barks out. Soldiers of Droam, stand down. The war captain wishes to parley with the intruders.
Run! It is a jogging day.
Roll.
It is gone. You only have 2 legs. I mean, we can try to imagine a human centipede. Can we? Although I guess it could be creepy. Blame it on Barbarian getting fast movement. I run 10% faster. Little wand. Na 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 na.
The sound of a warning bell echoes down the streets. More Minotaurs pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
Not true. You are a bard. You could put some points in Swashbuckler to get 1% more movement speed per bard level. Which you would go faster than me already for these few points. I know that it's in T2 in Swashbuckler. You need that damage, but right now I can be all the damage you need. It's a team effort.
The sound of a warning bell
We're
echoes down
there
the
to
streets.
be
Minotaurs
victorious.
pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
Na, 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 na.
Your gifts are acceptable, says the Minotaur chieftain. But they will not be enough to hire my people as mercenaries. War is expensive. Meh? The chieftain bellows. Intruders! Slay them all! Horam, Thorngak! The Medusa ambassador calls out. The sound of a warning bell echoes down the streets. More Minotaurs pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
Na, 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 na. Yeah, I guess we could just zoom it. There's still so many quests to do. I have not even raged for this one. That's how fast we went.
Doris is underwhelmed by your
3
performance.
minute 53.
Grumbling about too much noise and not enough violence.
And the next quest will drive me to 15. Just in time.
Tallis is waiting for you in the plaza as arranged. Yet the captain of the guard looks worried.
We'll
and
go
agitated.
get it all.
The audience
Brum,
chamber
brum.
is strangely quiet. There's no trace of the coin lords. And
You
unusual
could
statues
go
stand in
clear
center
the
of room.
top.
Row upon
if you
row
want.
of bookshelves show that
I
you
run
have found
faster
the
than you.
archives. A nervous woman crouches behind a table at the end of the hall.
where is the sub? Where will you be? Oh, right. Did I go too fast? I have not seen the thing yet. Oh, there it was.
You find the stone to flesh salve you need inside the strongbox.
Contact sensitive items for the quest. Yeah. Let us be on the whole. Don't be so stiff. Don't be so stiff, my dears. I have the cream just for that. Gotta remove all that stiffness from that body.
You have freed all of the coin lords from the Medusa's curse.
All you can get. Everything you can get.
The crumbling hole in the floor shows how the monsters infiltrated the castle.
Come on out there, cabals.
The ground shifts as chunks of the roof fall to the ground. The tunnel collapses, crushing everything inside. No more Droam troops will enter the palace by this route.
Come on out there nicely. What did the breakables did to you?
This dusty chamber appears to be some sort of maintenance room. A narrow tunnel filled with rushing water lies beneath the grate. You could fit into the... Hestis the Medusa stands before you. She seems unconcerned on the surface. But her
These
snakes
boys
hiss and glare in your
can stay
direction.
completely stiff. It fits them. We do.
The Medusa falls, dooming Droam's attack on the palace to failure. You stopped their plans for now, but the monster nation will surely return to threaten Stormreach again.
And level 20, level 15 go. You're not exactly helped by doing the door. It's not one of these quests, my dear bard. Not one of these. Ah. Yeah. I mean, sure, I could. If you were not there, I would have done the eye chain as well. But hey, don't care enough. I know that you have basically an head start in XP. But frankly, with Midranor, I don't see the reason to hold more than that. So yeah, 15 we go. Whoa. Hmm. Actually, I need to go check my build there for what I take next. Deadly, by the way, doing days on Heroic Reaper does not give you any. You still have your first time bonus once we hit Legendary. From when it comes to the XP. What is my next feat? I took all the offensive feat that I could take. Yeah, I guess I'm taking the shield feats. I could just take shield deflection now. Does not really matter in which order.
The city of Stormreach is abuzz with the news that a ship has arrived to ferry passengers to Sharn, the city of towers. The ship's captain seeks heroes looking for
level 15. Now we have officially entered the fun levels. Well, we started Lord's March, we're gonna finish it. Gear swap. Na, 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 na. Oh, gonna flag it for all. I'm not too worried about that. With level 15 comes more Reaper points. All into Charisma. And then you... What are you starting at? Well, I'm going to assault on Summerfield. Whenever your character is done on the server, tell me its name, and I will invite you to the guild. Like that you'll know each and every time that I'll be online. Well, in-game.
Summerfield is ablaze. Black smoke
Fine,
pours
if you
from
prefer
countless
to do
buildings.
blockade
Atop the
first.
hastily built defensive walls, you spy an elf giving
Does not
orders.
matter too
That must
much.
be Captain Marcus.
You're already hot and coming.
Summerfield is ablaze. Black smoke pours from countless buildings. Atop the hastily built defensive walls, you spy
The
an
place
elf,
on
the sound of
fire.
the echo off the remaining city walls. Unless you stop the Droam army, Summerfield's fate will be shared by every district in Eldritch portals open along the building ledges. Droam has begun their new assault.
Na, 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 na. Come on out. Don't you be shy. It's not like there is a big weapon awaiting you the moment that you come out. Oh dear, I'll be up to do daily or tens. Well, nearly daily. Maybe twice a week. Or 3 times a week. Oh dear.
Several moments pass without portals appearing. While the Droam army commander this is likely the last working fountain in the Summerfield district. Droam's rampage through Summerfield knows no bounds. Nothing is safe from their marauding ways, not even rest shrines.
Thank you, thank you. Let's team morale. Man, already at 1600 hit point. Huh? Zeb?
The sewer tunnel beyond this hatch leads to the other side of the wall. Doubtless the maze of twisting, turning
Level
pipes would befall
44.
any Drowan
Excuse
scouts
me.
attempting to flank the city's defenders. Rank odors from the Stormreach sewer system waft up from this hatch.
And how did you
Perhaps
even
just as
get a
try and gate the crash of a
1-1
battering ram erupts
on your
from the direction of
name?
the southern barricade. The Sallyport flankers were a diversion. The true assault is just beginning.
Huh? "13 fighter, 1 cleric, 1 warlock."
General Tagarist's scream of rage echoes off the city walls as he falls dead. A mournful roar rises
How
from the
did you
Drowan
do
encampment
that?
in response, indicating that with Tagarist's
And why
death,
aren't you on your
the siege on
main?
Summerfield is ended.
This... Ah, that is a Ned scratcher. I have no idea if it is a throwaway tune. But
Alarms ring through
whatever.
the ship, waking the crew of the Bloodlust. The Droam fleet has
Let's
gathered
go
here
for a
during
quick
this dark
completion.
night, probably for mutual protection.
Each of us with 1 ship.
The crew of the Vengeance has been alerted to your presence. This is where the crew eats. A testament to the brute. The alarm rings out. The crew of the Carnage will now be ready to
What could
confront
go
you.
wrong?
You can hear the growls and shouts of the crew.
Yeah, north and middle ship are already taken.
The hatch to the mine bay looks like it requires some kind of crest to unlock. It's likely secured. From here, the Vengeance uses a complex system of rails and pulleys to deploy mines into the water. Alert Kobold engineers keep watch over the equipment, even at this late hour.
It's gonna blow. Gotta love us some explosion. I trust in you too.
Lobo the Bloody, known across 2 continents for his vile ritual sacrifices of innocent lives, has now fallen to your wrath. One down, 2 to go.
And kabloway.
Ash, the Droam veteran of countless raids against the civilized peoples of Corvair.
Now, is there
Even the
someone that
deepest
needs
slumbering
help?
Droam
Or
soldier would have awoken from
everybody's
that explosion.
okay? Mm.
The remaining Droam forces will now be alert to your presence.
na, 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 na. It starts to be long. Okay, so the blood loss is about to blow. Heist Dragon Lord.
Just one more Droam ship to send to the bottom of the ocean.
Your first Zeb.
All the mines have been detonated, and the mine layers are sunk. You have broken the Droam blockade of Stormreach Harbor.
And then to undermine. Okay, goodbye. That was short-lived. But okay, goodbye. Goodbye, dear. Oh, I have only 57 minutes of ship buff left. Oh my. The level up is intense, to say the least.
A deep rumbling sound emanates from a nearby corner of the plaza. Guard Captain Tallis appears worried.
La 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 la. Fine, I guess I'll stay on my side.
You've beaten back Droam's surprise attack. This would be a good time to tend to Tallis's injuries.
Quakey,
Construction
quakey.
of the tunnel shows it was quickly, but professionally built. It must have taken an army of mining engineers to dig this far. Astounded by your presence, an explosives-laden kobold yelps.
Stormreach forces! Blow them up! Blow them up!
As the master demolitionist flees deeper into the tunnel,
And then here comes the
explosive
wheel ready.
they're just as likely to blow up on his fellow kobolds, but he doesn't seem to care as long as the mines slow you down.
Careful on these kobolds. They're not bald. Arrgh.
For some reason, The
I'll be
Drow
right
workers
back.
abandoned their efforts to dig through. A dead Medusa lies sprawled.
Come here, explosives.
That huge
Rock
explosion blocked off
falls.
the rest of the tunnel. The rubble is too heavy to move by hand and too dense to smash through. Only something very powerful can clear it.
Though I still cannot believe the difference. My low-life fortune, that is a fighter, has about as much hit point that I have right now at
This
level
cavern is crammed
15
with supplies.
versus at
It's a staging area for the
23.
Drow army.
Oh, the difference of being heavy on past lives. For all that new game plus goodie. Oh. Na 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 na. Let us
Thick smell
go.
of smoke in the air suggests the presence of explosives nearby, as does the charred corpse of an unfortunate ogre.
Through a minefield that could very blow out of proportion. I thought I jumped, but apparently not. Iron Guardian. A Dragonborn. And no.
A bridge crosses an underground chasm here. Falling would not be advisable.
No, you went offline before I send you an invite. Oh. Although I do have you in my friend list. At the very least. Oh, my dear bear. It is rolling. Oh, it's gonna be rolling.
A familiar kobold voice barks.
Blow them up! Blow them up now!
You have found the lair of the Demolitions Master.
Oh, ransack. So that's what you were doing.
The smoking body of the Demolitions Master crumples to the ground. You've defeated Droam's scheme to... You've reached the end of the tunnel. Surely this must exit to Droam's base of
No
operations
loot.
here on Zendrick. With your mission accomplished, you should report back to the Coin Lords for further instructions.
None whatsoever. And then the finality for Lord's March.
You
No.
emerge from the tunnel among giant ruins. For some reason,
Denied. Where's my fireball wand? On fire you go.
more Droam soldiers emerge from the cave, roused to action by the rancid stench in this cave is sickening and almost palpable. Is the entire army using it as a latrine?
Jaha. Tinkar. Into the bucket.
This, you dump the unspeakable out of your bucket into the hissing voice of a Medusa echoes in the valley.
Where's that kobold? I need his report yesterday.
One little mark.
A Medusa hisses nearby. The Medusa snaps her fingers.
Get 'em, boys.
Oh yeah, in the Archon
Soldiers
chain
have
I might
locked
be
down this
looking for one of the
Better
shields.
Are those casualties?
I'll be
Or
looking
have
to
they
make
gone
that
out
into a
instead?
cosmetic when I can.
This must be the army's arsenal. That's a lot of explosives for one room.
Well, once
How
we get there.
convenient. Two screaming officers of the Droam army fall from the hole in the roof. The soldiers in the hallway ahead are still asleep. They must be used to loud noises. Giant temple
We'll go
rises
get
high.
you.
This blood stain on the ground looks suspicious. Where's the body? Did they eat it?
Okay, you're back. Yay! I got you. It's
Somewhere upstairs.
Don't just stand there, fools. Get more soldiers up here.
My-
The ritual must
my
not be
dear
interrupted.
guardian.
The blood hasn't dried yet on this altar. Who was sacrificed here? And to whom?
Now you have probably started in the well, you definitely start the game in the tutorial area. That is not that good at tutoring, but you'll get some basic. Very
The rhythmic sounds
basic.
of mining picks on stone resound from
Though
down below.
I'll admit, the game has evolved so much that there are things that are not even tutorialized that should be tutorialized. So if you have
monotone
questions
chant
along
echoes
the
from
way,
A withered and bent figure stands
I'll
before
try
you.
to answer you the best I
Surely this
can.
confrontation will end quickly. The hag grumbles at you.
Took you long enough to get here. Killed enough of my troops, have you?
On a trapdoor.
The green hag fades away once more.
So you.
While the
killed every
grotto is the
officer who
first
knew about
starter
the mission.
area, you cannot
That'll do
F up
just
anything.
fine.
The NPC will tell you where to
I'll
interact.
leave you now, but here's one last thing to remember me by.
Oh, the NPC in that
Might of
quest.
Droam!
The lights on the floor go out. The portal collapses, cutting off further reinforcements from Droam. Your mission is a success. The few remaining stragglers pose no threat to Cedric.
At a time for Hamrath. But yeah, for the grotto, the NPCs are there to guide you. It's pretty short. Yeah, left to right. You'll make it. You'll make it there just fine. And some more healing ham. Na 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 na. Time to fire shift. Into a floating island. And a volcano that seems to be a face up there. We are high in the sky. Hammer time. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if this life we get XP cap during Nijanor. And we have to do the entirety of Giant Hold at level 16. And then...
As the last portal collapses, a set of floating platforms appears before the main gate. As you walk through the Grand Hall, one of the Astral Devas beckons to you. The Deva says, "To my south lies the Trial of Agility. To the west, the Mechanics Path. Defeat either path, then pull the lever in the upper corridor. This will complete this trial."
Little jumpy. Oh, this quest has music. Open up.
With the pull of the final lever, the Trial of Agility is complete. A voice whispers into your mind. Good. For your next task, seek Liranel and the Deva in the upper corridors. She will explain your next challenge. Liranel says, "Demons have breached the upper halls between here and the courtyard. Hunt down the invaders and slay them. Do this, and we will consider the Trial of Endurance complete." A keening hound echoes from the gateway above the stairs.
Come on now, demons. Feel ready for that hammer time, like you deserve.
The way into the courtyard is blocked by a potent magic.
being out of wartime to deal with devils and demons. You've made it. Now you would be in a place called Cortos. As you probably noticed, all quests are instance-based, so there won't be any other players within them. So you can take your sweet time, explore, and the loot has your heart content. Because all the loot that drops is just for you. Although, I guess before you created your character, maybe I should have precised one thing. The way that Dungeons and Dragons Online works, since it is a lot combat oriented, usually for your class, well, no matter the class, Constitution is your main stat. Well, at least your secondary stat.
Another portal rends the air above.
And then you have your main stat to deal damage with. That should be the highest. As your hit point will be pretty important. Cortos.
Tiana says.
I have not played Cortos in a long time.
Enter the room ahead, work your way past any obstacles, and solve the puzzle that controls the final barrier. As the last puzzle piece clicks into place,
and never needed to.
the large puzzle is complete, and one of the barriers ahead of you fades. As the puzzle is completed, the path ahead opens. With the click of a button, the last barrier fades.
Man, he does
Once
feel
again,
like
hear
he's
the voice in your
mad.
mind. You're more clever than you first appeared. The trial of intelligence is over. The teleport statue will take you to your final challenge.
Plus
A large angel
109
with skin hovers
damage.
over the arena. She gestures to you as you enter. Welcome. I am Rian, champion of the Archons of Shavarath. You
Nah, I
have passed
prefer
all the
going
trials
for
set
speed.
before you in order to reach one final test.
As
awaits
much
you.
as it
Rian
feels
has
unjust
filled
for the
your
mobs.
Your last challenge is a straightforward one.
But do we
To me, the
really
strength of your
care
resolve
about the mobs like?
me and mine, and this final trial will be complete.
When I'll be focusing on doing Art 10 once this tune is capped. That would still yield a lot more Reaper XP than
Rian sheathes her blade
anything in
yields.
Heroic.
You've done quite well. You've bested all our trials.
Come
and
on,
defeated the
little
demons that slipped
shield.
past our wards in the bargain.
It'd be nice.
Please, accept these tokens in gratitude for your assistance.
Why would you
Tell your
detour?
gatekeepers that when the time
When
comes
the
to
exit
battle
is
the
right
devil
there.
Eratrakos, we will aid you as well we can. The trials are complete. You've shown the Archons that you're worthy of their respect and trust. Amrak floats high above, secured to the ground by
I don't
colossal
even need
chains.
to.
The Codex page the Archon spoke of must be nearby. A portal forms in the courtyard before you. Demon reinforcements start to pour into the area.
Na, 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 na.
The portal collapses with the death of the last demon. Yet a new portal has begun to form in the courtyard below.
Next.
The demons are determined to keep the Codex page.
Maybe if I get to level up with you all the way, I wouldn't mind doing a 4 for a pick.
A demon portal begins to open in the courtyard.
And
to the
probably
east.
another 10
To
impossible
complicate matters,
demand.
The whirling blades of Shavarath have begun to appear amongst the ruins.
Or one of these exceptions.
A demon portal flickers open in the courtyard to the south. The portal fades and the nearby Shavarath blades drift away. Yet before you can catch your breath, another demon portal opens in the courtyard to the west.
On me, on me. Be strong. All these bodies on the floor.
With the destruction of this portal, the gate to the courtyard above is now clear. A second path leads further up into a mysterious cavern. The page from the Codex of Infinite Planes lies just ahead, but but the artifact is guarded by a powerful blabber suit. The blabber suit collapses, and the net...
And the network quest destroyed.
The page from the Codex of Infinite Planes hums with magic energy. But you can make nothing of the strange runes that cover it. You should return to Amrath and show it to the Archon who sent you here.
Yeah, I'm just not getting any luck, am I? Ah, well. Maybe during our turns I'll get it. To make a cosmetic out of it. I'm inspired.
A deep pool of foul water lies at the foot of the Devil's Fortress. This must be the hidden entrance that Davis spoke of.
I did put at least 1 point in swim.
You found your way inside the fortress. Now to investigate Eritrakos' plan.
Please don't do that, mob. Don't you teleport.
The devils quarter their tiefling slaves here in the depths of their citadel.
They're all attacking the bard. They really don't like the music, is it? It's the violin. It's all the violin's fault.
The barracks gate slides open, revealing a passage leading up into the heart of the Devil's Fortress.
After this quest, we can go to Janor.
The gate leading up into the tower is sealed tight. You need to find a way to open it if you wish to find Eritrakos.
I'll find next expansion. Excuse me. Why did you come out? I didn't even kill the archers. Get off me. Did they change how it works?
The walls of this room are scorched and blackened, as if seared by some intense force.
Well, whatever, I guess.
A deep rumbling sound reverberates from the courtyard. The gate to the tower is now open.
Na, 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 na. Alright. Good to squish them all.
Draco stands before an open portal below. Eberron is our next battlefield, says the Pit Fiend. When I return, all of Shavarath will belong to the devils. Hathara, protect my fortress while I am gone. You can begin by destroying those bothersome trespassers. The Pit Fiend steps into the portal and vanishes. The Arenaeus gives a cry of fury and flies at you, sword in hand.
Coming out.
Protect the fortress, cries Hathara, and Abishai respond to her call.
Bring it, bring it. Don't you be scared.
Hathara falls to earth. You've won the battle, but the Arenaeus delayed you while the Devil Eater escaped to the Prime Material Plane.
Don't bring it.
Eritrakos and his followers now threaten Eberron.
Get it. Oh, not enough magic to do D-Door? Ah. Well. That flagging is done. Now questing for experience. And experiencing the experience, we shall go. You're already 79. And not even close. I'm not even close to be double cap. Do you have another tune that would like the XP once you're at 80? Because I'm only at 74. You do want this saga. Yeah, it's not a life that we'll need. And later, after Giant Hold is done, we'll need to do a little run on, well, rather, once we are both XP capped on the, well, before Sharn anyway, doing the 2 Meridia quest to flag for Legendary Shroud. That'd be a thing to do. No.
Elves created this city, and as it grew, they welcomed others. Dwarves and humans made their homes here, built their own neighborhoods, dreamed their own dreams.
Went too far. Went way, way too far. Whoops.
You've followed the path of the Drow, deep into the Underdark. Occasional signs of their passage show that you're getting close. The path ends abruptly in a sheer drop-off. It seems the only way to go is down. You notice a small green
At the end, it's just a
One of
detail.
the captives must be marking their path. A massive umber hulk claws its way out of the cave floor, its insect-like eyes tracking your every move. The massive creature crashes to the ground, shaking the cavern.
Midgenor.
Massive mushrooms blanket this cavern, making it a veritable forest.
Probably looking at the hour will be... I think I'll be done for the day after my general is done. And tomorrow we'll go all the way to 20. At the very least. Ah.
The lead drow gives you a scathing look. It seems some surface rabble has caught up to us. Just with an ear-piercing shriek, the hook horror leaps to attack. The hook horror drops to all fours with a confused squawk. Then it collapses to the ground, dead. Fury fills the drow leader's eyes. For hurting my pet, prepare to die! The light goes out of the drow leader's eyes as she slumps.
Get your freedom, people! Get your freedom.
Thanks as they're released. They quickly disappear into the mushroom stalks, heading back to the surface. You've dealt
You did not have to pass it to me.
Time to leave the Underdark and return to the ruins of Myth.
You know. Could have been yours. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Paying the tax. You don't have to pay an extra tax. Oh dear.
You've been teleported to a strange new location. Based on the emblems on the wall, not to mention the rancid stench, you conclude that this place is a seed of Moana.
And one little seed.
A look at the floor suggests that touching it would be a bad idea.
Na 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 na. Ah, 37% double strike, 64 melee power, 61 constitution. No. Get. Let's move you around. Nothing on the side chest, unfortunately. Paladin is a solid class, though. You do get lots of immunities as you level that. And as much as some items do give said immunity, when first starting, it can be long just to get them, but you'll be basically nicely well covered. Then to the House of Song. La la la.
This stream flows through the center of the ruins, dividing the eastern section of the old city from the western part.
These quests are worth so much XP. Even without any additional boost of additional protein or vegetables.
You enter the House of Song, only to find that Ogma's temple is in the same state of disrepair as the rest of the city. Now, to pass the tests Zalira mentioned in her note, you only hope this icon of the humans hasn't already been crushed under a pile of rubble.
Oh, the server looks dead at this hour. I guess we'll make it lively.
Beyond it lies a sealed door with coloured crystals surrounding it. This note looks much more recent than anything else in the ruined temple. Perhaps it was written by the bard you were sanctifying. Your melody echoes through the empty halls. When the notes fade, you think you can feel an aura of satisfaction from the House of Song itself. Your melody
2800 damage.
When the notes fade, you think you can feel an aura of satisfaction from the House of Song itself.
Lit up, lit up.
Your melody echoes through the empty halls. When the notes fade, you think
Still
you can
standing
feel an aura of
stone.
satisfaction from the House of Song itself. Your melody echoes through the empty halls. When the notes fade, you think you can feel an aura of satisfaction from the House of Song itself.
Gotta solve you are.
Rubble blocks the doorway. You will have to find another way around.
You're a bard, you can simply
The door
detour
to the inner temple
to
is now
win.
open. Beyond is a slender drow woman.
Next House of Gem.
The other members of my
Oh,
party
little Jimmy.
I might have guessed. To be honest, I never fully believed our plan would work. The other elves will never accept us until they truly understand us. Maybe here, in the Temple of Inspiration, I can write the story of my party and why we left the Underdark. Maybe when they hear it, the others will understand.
You feel strange sensations as you enter the heart of Ultimus Temple. The excitement of a new idea, the joy of hearing a good song. A sphinx stands expectantly in the center of the chamber. So far, you have proven your wit, says the Sphinx. Yet are you capable of protecting the mythal from those who would bring it harm?
Back to back to back.
Prove yourself to me.
Although
in
this
battle.
time, since I'm not on an XP part, I guess I could do a long go around for Burning Book.
The icon! Oh, it's good to actually set my
It's
eyes on it.
okay.
I got so close.
It's okay, sweet
Return
bear.
to the elves. Find the mythal. You're capable adventurers.
You don't have to worry if you need to
Until I finish my
AFK.
poem. If any of my party survived, tell them what I mean to do. Perhaps once I am finished, we'll be truly accepted by our Seldering King. I think it was meant to be here. The power I feel in this place reminds me of one I have not felt since I left the presence of my lady.
The Lich leading the Red Wizard's expedition has hidden his phylactery. A large stone pipe dominates his vertical shaft, drawing water.
Be nice and clean.
Water froths as a gigantic water weird rises to the water weird collapses back into the water with a massive splash. The gate sealing off this passage thrums with magic. It looks like this was a lecture hall back when this keep was
Snuggly
used as a guild hall.
time.
The lever is pulled, and several ancient mechanisms slowly start to move.
The way will be open soon. And then I'll be catching you up.
With the second lever activated, the magical gate blocking off the northern passage slides open.
Now you do have an head start ahead of me. Ah. Oh sweet, I then spawn a Reaper, waiting for my way back. Oh, let us go.
Ripples in the water betray the presence of water elementals. The first signal crystal flares into life. The lever is pulled. The sound of metal dragging on stone reverberates throughout the water as the submerged gate opens. The spirit Naga uncoils the creature hisses angrily. Those who come to disturb my master's treasure will die by my fangs. With a final sibilant cry, the spirit Naga falls.
Yeah, Reaper Enchanted
You
Dart.
find the phylactery nestled inside a delicate padded coffer. Now that you have the Lich's phylactery, you can put a stop to the Red Wizard's incursion. It's time to return to the Elves' encampment to report your success.
That will be to be crunched later.
Castle Cormanthor overlooks the ruins,
Zolker's
strangely
plan.
untouched by the passage of time. Its pristine state. You pause for a moment, fascinated by what you see. Protective enchantments have kept Castle Cormanthor completely pristine, just as it was before the city fell. But this is no time for reflection. The Lich leading the Red Wizard expedition is somewhere in the depths of this castle. You must stop the Thayans before they can gain control of the Mythil. 3 empty thrones set into an alcove overlook this massive hall. This hall feels hollow.
129 PHR already.
The stone floor
With
crumbles to
47
dust as you
MMR.
step on it.
Two Reaper enchanted keys.
Several angry devils. Ildranath sighs as he gets to work. He'll prevent the Red Wizards from accessing the power of
You
the
have
Mythil
15
while you
MMR.
find and defeat the Lich.
Give yourself a chance. You're not completionist yet. But once you'll get it, you'll get it. It'll be my time to level up a tune. Well, with you. You're already there. I should go to the other wing instead. You'll be fine. Oh, now you run away. You scaredy cat golem. Where do you think you're going? You were doomed the moment that you saw me. Yeah, I have to go through all the rooms, I guess.
3 empty sockets are built into the back of the 3 thrones.
There you are. Experiment 3 will be in the at the bottom.
The 3rd crest is placed. The wall behind the throne slides aside, revealing a staircase down.
I mean, I was more talking about a different tune
Flecks of crystal
for your future
like stars
TRs,
reflect in the ancient stone.
as this tune will stay at cap once at
Floors
cap.
are smooth by centuries of use. Caskets fill the many niches set into the walls of this chamber.
I cannot ETR. Once I got all the epic past life, I cannot reincarnate. I'll be spending shards to exchange the two-ended line of feet.
A gentle breeze and the faint tinkle of bells suggest that the boundary between this realm and the Feywild is thin in this location. This might be a good place to rest. A withered form murmurs incantations over a magic circle etched into the floor. You've found the Lich, leading the Red Wizard's expedition to the ruins. The effects of the dead magic zone wash over you, making you feel disconnected from the world for a moment.
Don't think you're capable.
With a wave of the Lich's shriveled hand.
Yeah, of course I rolled just once against that mage.
Your last blow slams the gaunt form of the Lich across the floor. My phylactery!
Nope.
No! The phylactery smokes and
Cannot.
cracks as you lay it on the altar to the Seldarin. A short-lived scream fills your mind just before the phylactery crumbles to
Once all 54 are collected, no more
TRs.
TRs.
Fills your mind.
Even if it could have been fun for a reroll.
Destroying my physical
Even if no
form means
bonus.
nothing.
You've destroyed the Red Wizard's plan, opening the way for the elves to
Then to the safe
city.
fold.
But Thay is powerful, and its agents are everywhere. You wonder when you'll encounter the Red Wizards again.
My soul is bound to my phylactery. In time, my body will reform. Without my phylactery, you
Like
are
I said, I'll be
powerless.
using shards.
Come here if you...
That will cost
Stop
me
suddenly.
65
The
shards
Dual
to...
realizes what's going on.
Well, rather 60 shards to trade everything.
To share new spells and discuss their latest
Or the
moves.
actual feat I'll need
Yet
for
none
tanking.
of the Empire's greatest wizards could prevent the fall of Mythdraenor.
That also mean that I won't be taking perfect two-handed fighting in
Happy
Epic.
times, these messages
as
were
it
exclusive to our
stands.
organization, but with the city under siege, we have different priorities. Report to the
My
central
epic
hall
feats would be pretty much
Every
the,
wizard in the city working
well,
together.
normal.
This was once the library, yet the shelves lining the walls of this vast chamber are broken and empty. It seems the books have been swallowed by the insatiable maw of time.
For everything that I need. I'll be getting it. It will be as simple as it can be.
Our numbers dwindle. I have reconfigured the safe hole so it can be opened with these crests. That way, any might access it. If all of our senior wizards have fallen in battle. Of course, this brings risks of its own. We continue to draw on the safe hold to keep the invaders at bay. Yet supplies there are getting low. We're almost out of spell components, and we've long since used all the wands. Of course, those aren't the only things available in the safe hold, but I'm not ready to call upon our last defense just yet. The invaders are in the city. Entire districts are now under their control.
Welcome, welcome back.
Our defenses could not hold them back. The enemy is so thick on the ground we cannot even reach the castle. So, we'll make our stand here.
examination shows that this drow elf was slain recently, probably by one of the creatures nearby. This must be the leader of the expedition. It seems he never found the icon of the elves. A magic portal flickers in the center of the chamber. Perhaps it leads to the safe hold, where the wizards kept their greatest secrets.
I am going to save you. We're almost out of food, so we've decided to bring forth our last defense. Yet the risks
And
pray to
down.
the gods that I will not be our undoing.
The safe
3
where the
items.
wizards kept their last defense. Yet, whatever that last defense might have been,
Banquet.
it failed to keep the invaders out of the city.
The summoning was a success. Now to proceed to the binding. But I'm certain the spell holding the demon worked. By the gods! It's free!
It seems the wizard's final defense was a powerful summoned demon. A demon that
One quest back to back to back.
This statuette is the icon of the elves. It's the object you were sent to.
You have the door. Go north.
Three items related to control
You can
of the
quickly come back
Once Tyranter's hall
after
was a place
taking the
of memory.
crest.
Now it stands ruined and seemingly empty. Yet you hear faint sounds.
You have the shortcuts in your magic.
Maybe just the building settling. Or something else. You hear someone calling out from behind a doorway blocked by a magical barrier. It doesn't sound like one of the undead.
There.
Perhaps it's the drow elf you're searching for. You found the drow you're seeking, but it seems that he's trapped behind that barrier. And to remove it, you'll need a pair of door crests. Re-entering the Great Hall, you're surprised by the sight of a towering skeletal figure. A familiar shape juts out from between its ribs.
Na, 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 na.
The skeleton shatters and falls, the crest in its chest tumbling free. You scan the room, looking for the fallen object.
To make sure to clean up the banquet room. The fallen pesky skeleton. Na, 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 na. Let's have it done. Ah. You got the thing. Quick as a door. Concentration and spot. Oh. Hang on. You guys finally arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the sound of clacking bones. A new foe has arrived. You found the icon of the dwarves, bringing you closer to unlocking the mystery of the key to the mythal. Now to return to the elf encampment to report your progress.
And then the secret of the red wizard. What secrets await?
This was a fabled school of wizardry. Apprentices flocked here to learn the arcane arts, back when the Empire was at its...
The Red Wizards have established a base here, in the crumbling ruins of a school for the arcane arts. Trying to find out why the fans have come to Miss Drama. Carrion Pool has burst out of the rubble. Wizards want to use the missile to channel the necromantic power of everyone who's
Then we
alive.
do.
A grim plan indeed.
Oh, those spiders. Don't think you can run away from me.
You ventured
Or
into
us.
the school's dim, dank cells.
You... What do you get on your gold roll? An 85? And what prize did you get? An XP pot. During a life without XP pot.
It seems that the Red Wizards have moved into the classroom wing of the school. This is the Underdark. Apparently, this artifact doesn't control the missile at all. The Red Wizards.
And you have 55 of days.
You haven't noticed your presence.
This artifact is
Ha
on
ha.
the last opening.
The time for eavesdropping is over. You've been detected.
Cat. And then I have to run back.
The Red Wizard Lich assigned to tap into the missile has his own secret plan. Divert part of the missile's power into his own phylactery. His phylactery is apparently
35k experience. Now I am at rank 78. Crown of Evening Rise. That's going so fast. Now at your option, do you want to do a burning library, yes or no?
Arcane arts, back when the Empire was at its height.
Or we can just go
Here
to
those apprentices
voice.
died during the titanic battle in which Mithranor fell.
Stuck on mode. Your computer is a big load to offer. That's why it's slow. Yeah, might as well. I would not say no to a Leroy Golden back there. $2070 graphic card, that does not sound bad. It's a baseline card.
The smoke billowing from a gigantic tree nearby caught your eye. As you approach, something else captures your attention. A large, shining dragon who watches the blaze with grave concern.
I have not updated my rig for a long time. Last time I upgraded it, it was when I had a normal job. I have a 3090 in my rig. Not updated since 2019. It's still younger than yours, but at the same time, the rig has to last as long as it can.
Waves of heat cascade over you as you choke on the smoke billowing from the sorting room. More smoldering creatures are inside. Extinguish them.
Hopefully you get out of the lag zone.
You've smothered all resistance in the sorting room. The way to the upper library is open. The archives here are untouched by the
I don't know if you're
Even
moving
though a
at
fire
all.
giant stands amidst the stacks of books, he looks concerned, almost afraid. Your attempts at negotiation have failed. The fire giant attacks.
And, okay, you've arrived. It's okay, it's not your fault. Sometimes the deal is just stupid.
Defeated. More flames dissipated.
Yes.
You can now access the upper library. But a particularly large Efreeti patrols the room, spreading flame as he goes.
For some reason, you didn't even get a growed.
Quenched all opposition
Bad
in the upper
go.
library, but the Efreeti
Bad.
escaped through the portal. Chase
That's
him
why you're
down,
gonna
guaranteed he
die.
won't bring any more of his minions back to the library.
Na, 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 na. 12k. And that is the reason why I kind of skipped that quest for the leveling. It's really out of the way and not a lot of experience.
As you approach, something else.
Then again, I won't be renewing my...
Shining dragon who watches the blaze.
Yeah, and we're another 5 minutes in the wilderness to go between quests. Making it at 12 minutes long. It's worth it more to do on Legendary, just not on Heroic. It's a long detour just to get that one done. Then sure, do so. Not even jumping high enough.
Somewhere inside this dank mausoleum lies the grave of one of the wizards who created the key to the mythic. It's time for a chat.
Wakey, wakey.
I'm up. Wasn't napping at all. Don't worry, we'll get them all into the ground, sure enough. Hold on, what's this?
No. I was quite clear. I would work up to my death and not 1 second longer.
Not
Once I put that spade down and
northwest.
crawled into my deathbed, that was that.
Not north at
Get off with you.
all.
Let me get back to
That day we're going
Wizard's
southwest.
around here somewhere. No doubt you'll find him. It's not likely he's run off. Little graveyard humour there. You get that for free.
The groundskeeper isn't happy to be disturbed. While none of these assistants remember the exact details, they have told you
How
everything.
delicious!
Perhaps the limited information you have is enough to set this right. 4 plaques beside this door show the location, name, career, and death date.
Still, I do feel bad that you don't gain any XP at all from days, since you're just holding deadly.
You look over the epitaph on this sarcophagus, but the information doesn't seem to match the wizard you're looking for.
They were not supposed to attack.
You found the body of the wizard who helped make the key to the missile. Now, to learn its secrets. The wizard tells you about a hidden cache where you will find everything you need.
Oh, you've opened that other door. That's why they attacked.
You're about to give up in frustration when you spot something unusual indeed.
Southwest, I said, not southeast.
What is it doing here? Just as you are about to speak, the bear walks off down the corridor. It looks back at you over its shoulder, as if inviting you to follow.
Yeah, well. Man, 165k with
hard at work,
2B XP cap.
He turns in surprise.
I am nowhere close. Even with the 2B quest.
The Red Wizard falls, leaving the dead he commanded to finally rest in peace.
La 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 la.
The bear has led you to a hidden passageway. Squeezing through, you notice a glint in the wall in front of you. And notice that someone has gotten here before you. The Red Wizard falls at last. The bear squeezes into the hidden passage and walks towards where you saw the glint earlier. Examining the wall more carefully, you find one of the bricks is loose. Tug on it, revealing the cache the wizard mentioned. Inside are 3 items: a scroll, a ring, and a note. The note seems to assume that the temple to Legolas Enerath
A
must
long
be
time
right
passed. Into the 2 long ones.
The strange note you found in the burial glen has led you here, to the temple of Legolas Enerath, resting place of Mithranna's elusive god of time.
A little
Here,
praying.
you should be able to uncover the secret of the key to the mythal. You see a plaque against the wall. Reading it will be the first step on your journey. You pick up the box of artifacts, certain that you will need them later in your journey. The plaque states that to receive the blessing of the Time God, you must stand before the altar and pray for assistance. You feel a rush of power as you pray at the altar. A fissure forms in the air before you, through which you catch a glimpse of something that should not be possible. An intact city, untouched by...
I don't know.
Stepping through the Time Rift, you find yourself in a pristine version of the temple centuries ago, before the city fell. Now that you are in the past, you should be able to learn more
Little
from the
buff
mages
skipping
themselves. Your destination is the Mythal Consortium, located across the street. This is the city in its original state, grand and serene, without danger or decay. Your destination is straight ahead, the Mythal Consortium. You enter the Mythal Consortium. People gather in circles, talking in the lavishly decorated foyer. Someone might have the information you seek.
Let us
That
pass.
person wasn't able to help with your search. However, just as you finished talking, a rift appeared. After stepping through the rift, you find yourself back in the present. The Consortium has fallen into a state of decay. Crumbling walls and echoing halls.
We shall
You
pass.
see the remains of what must have been stairs up to the upper level of the Consortium. You'll need to find another way upstairs. The High Mages who lead the Mythal Consortium are involved in some sort of secret ritual today. That must be the reason why you were told you should seek them out in their tower. A secret passage has opened up in this. Upon entering this room, you spy a monster resting inside. The creature falls to the ground, defeated.
Time for the toilet break. Someone forgot their key on the toilet. Somehow.
You pick up a silver key.
Key number 2.
A portal has opened, allowing a horde of demons to enter. The last demon withers away. You enter an empty underground chamber. The sound of your breaths echoes across the high walls. You pull the lever, setting the blue crystal alight.
A little roll of the door. Alright, a 2-player key to meet all should not be that long.
This door needs to be unlocked
Once we
with a
split
silver key.
and do one side
You unlock the
each.
door. In your present, there was nothing in this room but a jumble of bricks. But here, in the past, You find an intact stairwell leading to the upper floor. This door requires a gold key.
Yes, see. Some mobs don't have that much point. Like this skeleton has barely 1,000 hit point. I see some with 800, with only 800 hit point.
Falls over the floor in this room. The last room lights up, and you hear a click.
Oh,
It must be the
the
lever
threshold
on the
is
back
not
wall.
really high.
You pull the lever, and the yellow crystal lights
We
up.
don't need to go overkill. And that's also the reason why people can still have fun on a low life caster. Even if the mobs save for half damage, you're more likely to just kill them if you're lucky enough on your gear to increase your spell power. And if you've already established your gear, then you're ready to steamroll. Just gotta be careful with how hard things could hit on Reaper.
You find some shield guardians guarding a lever against the wall. They lunge forward as you approach. You pull the lever marked with a green
Just gotta
crystal,
go all
unlocking
in.
another door in the hallway.
Yeah, getting conquest right there.
You pick up a gold key from a
Don't even have to fight these golems. I can just go back.
You unlock the door with a gold key.
With all your casting, you're still at maximum spell
You
point.
find yourself in a well-decorated bedchamber.
Oh dear.
You spot a small, shining object in the shadows.
Not a single shrine needed.
This door is marked with a sign that says, "To the courtyard." It's locked tight, but an iron key should open it. You hear a soft click as the key fits into the lock. The way to the courtyard has been opened. You emerge into the fresh air of a manicured courtyard. There are 2 buildings on either side. But what stands out to you is the tower directly ahead. The guard tells you that this tower is off limits to all but those who have been invited. Flashing the High Mage's ring is enough proof to show that you're welcome inside.
Other
Inside the
people,
tower, you enter a sparsely
get your
decorated
little
stand.
dance going.
3 mages stand before a ritual.
Get it
2
done.
turn to confront you, but the third holds up.
Have peace, Lord Engluth, Lady Ecorn. You sense no malevolence from them. Tell me, why have you come here?
Lady Ecorn narrows her eyes. I'll accept your presence here. But should you get in our way, I will not hesitate to force you out of here myself. Lord Engluth nods his head, fidgeting. The only way you could have that ring is if I gave it to you myself. There is no other explanation. Very well. I shall believe your theory. It turns out that the key to the mythal was not an object, but a man. Sir
Did
Ildefonso
you
had
just...
been transformed into a bear.
Hey, you're
And
skipping
stayed there for all
step.
these years. All to protect his great power. The power to control the mythal. The Srinchi
God
turns her
damn
attention
it.
to the other mages.
You really want to kill that dragon all by yourself, aren't you?
The other mages
I saw you
laugh.
zoom
She
there.
turns to you.
We have urgent work to do. We must create the key and seal his power. Speak to me about what is to come. To think that an adventurer from a ruined future would find their way to us centuries before everything fell apart. If what you say is true, fate of our city hangs in the balance. We owe our talents at a new life.
The mages begin chanting in ancient Elvish. The Srinchi shouts,
Under the legacy of Mythanthor, we forge the key to the mythal. Let us breathe his soul into the mythal's core.
With the ritual
And
complete,
done.
Sir Ildranath can
44k
now control the
experience,
mythal,
12
sacrificing
minute
his freedom
27
to keep the power safe
hun.
through the years. He will rest in stasis in Ildranath's tomb until the time comes when the city needs
It
his
was
aid.
pretty short.
You have returned to the present. To your surprise, the Srinchi is waiting for you. She beckons you over.
Here we are once again. Despite the centuries I've spent wandering this city, I never forget a promise. We don't have a lot of time. We must complete the reversal ritual now before the
Then
red
kick.
wizards swallow the city whole.
The door swings open, and in walks Ildranath in bear form. He must have followed you through the ruins of the Mythal Consortium. The floor trembles as she shouts in ancient Elvish.
Let Mythanthor guide
Up and
us once again.
down.
Key to the mythal, return to us once more.
You and the Srinchi complete the reversal ritual, and Sir Ildranath returns to his human form.
A little
Sir
split.
Ildranath has returned to his original form. He
So
can
that
use
we
his
go
power to
faster.
help defeat the Red
Last
Wizards.
time I went south.
Soon they will be driven from the city.
The last time that we played together. This time I'm the one going north.
It moves to defend its resting place the instant it senses your presence. The dragon lets out
The
a
guides change
roar
duty
as it
time to
leaps
time.
denies. You see that a time rift has opened behind it. A dimension door has appeared in the courtyard. You return to the temple. Having completed your mission, you can go back to the present and onward to your goal of defeating the Red Wizards. After your adventure in the past, you have finally obtained the knowledge you sought.
Yes.
You have found the key to the mythal and gained his cooperation.
Well, it was the same thing
Time to
yesterday.
prepare for your final confrontation
Mr.
with Druid
Haste.
Orgel and his army of Red Wizards.
You enter a dark chamber. The only wisps of light trailing in from a few flanking windows. You have come here looking for the entrance to Ildranath's tomb, where the key to the mythal is said.
Na, 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 na,
You find a
na.
small lever in the corner of the room. Pulling it reveals a stairwell hidden beneath the floor.
so long ago.
Massive chamber, somehow left undisturbed as the city crumbled.
It has been 1,000 years.
Your breath plumes around you in
Oh
the
dear.
musty air. Further down the hall, you spot a group
You're
of
already a
ghouls.
ghost.
They slowly awaken at your presence. Elegant golden figures atop pedestals in this dim hallway.
Yeah, right now I did remove
Defending the
the
lever of the back
cosmetic
door. When it sees you, it attacks.
just because I want to
Suspected
change between
disappears in a
weapons.
shivering mist. You spy a door on the side of this chamber. As you pull
Sometime
the
I've been
lever,
bringing
crystal above
the
it
hammer
starts to
time.
glow. A mass of tiles falls out over the floor. You find a hidden lever alongside.
Bringing a mole to a fight.
Unlocking a passage filled
Am I
with
there to
light.
destroy walls? Or to make sure that something does not move?
On a ledge in this wide room. You spy a large green crystal on the wall.
To think that in history, blades are basically there to be weapons of royalty,
Towards you.
but bludgeon weapons is what could make people crumble, even in
Gargoyle
heavy
screeches in
armors.
pain as it crumbles at your feet. You pull the
It was
lever,
pretty
setting
good
the
at
green
destroying
crystal.
them. Yeah, okay, they're deadly. Not a single lever has been done. I'll be on my way.
A signal crystal is embedded in the wall above this door. You found a dimension door. It will return you to the entrance of the tomb once you have finished exploring this wing. With all the rooms lit, a passage opens in the side of the room. You hear the click of the door ahead unlocking. You open the door into a chamber with 2 shrines.
Well, you do have progress. But somehow you went on a weird way?
The spectre vanishes in a sputtering of flames.
Oh my.
Flames roar to life when you enter the room. On the back wall, you see a large. You sense a chill in the air despite the warmth from the flames. You pull the lever. The purple crystal lights up, emitting a soft glow in the darkness. Now that you've lit both crystals,
I don't know how you opened that door without passing down there. Could you target the lever through the wall? Because that's the only thing I can think of. Meh. To be plausible.
A signal crystal is embedded in the wall above this door.
Alright, we're going
In this room,
downstairs.
you'll find a dimension door. It should return you to the entrance when you are ready to leave this area. You return to the front hall. The giant door has been opened, revealing a stairwell leading
It's okay.
to the tomb. You emerge into a dark
If I'm never making you do it,
stand at attention.
you'll never learn that side. And if you're not running with me,
Walls in this chamber
it's pretty
blended
good
into
to know
one
both sides.
A large plaque leans against the back wall. There are 3 locations in the tomb.
No worry.
The icon of the
Yes.
servants, the icon of the humans, and the icon of the dwarves. 2 passages to the left. Rumble. You walk into an ambush of angry monsters. The demon and its fellow intruders fall to the ground.
And well, I guess they'll stay back at me.
You open the door, revealing a room. A pedestal stands against the back wall. A large creature snores peacefully in the center of the room. A group of ettercats lunges at you.
Mischief
Footsteps
get.
awaken the creature. It attacks. You place the icon of the dwarves on the pedestal.
Stay underground at her cap.
Subtle light emanating from the stone.
I'll make sure you
You
stay
place the icon
down
of
with
the
my
humans on the
hammer.
pedestal. You notice its eyes flash briefly before returning to normal stone.
Oh.
A pedestal stands on a platform here. You spy a locked door in the back of the room. You set the icon of the elves atop the
Vandal.
its eyes flash
Not too
down for a
shabby.
moment before dimming.
Not too
Now that you have
shabby.
placed all the icons, you must find your path forward. You emerge into a calm clearing. Forest animals have taken up residence here. They graze and doze in its lush corners. You see 2 passages, one to your left, the other straight ahead. This room is the heart of the tomb, where the key to the metal is rumored to be hidden. Before you is a strange magic device. It must have been waiting here, undiscovered.
And this quest is done.
Bear runs out of the room, startled by your intrusion. That's strange. You see a faint drift
Oh, don't
of
worry.
light from the artifact. Could this be the key to the mythal? Something happens when you touch the artifact. The room shakes. The statues against the walls rumble.
Don't worry at
There's a
all.
move. stone scrapes.
Now there's only the
Statues take
Ettercapping
their first steps. Their unseeing faces
in
turn toward you,
town to
ready
do.
to strike. Suddenly, a group of uniformed strangers appears before you. The one in the middle of the formation steps forward.
Just as I anticipated. I knew that following you into this tomb would lead us straight to the key to the Nephilim.
The figure smiles widely, rotting teeth protruding from his desiccated mouth.
Oh.
You reckless mortals fell straight into their trap. It is fortunate that you were able to overcome the statue's power. You saved us the trouble of defeating them ourselves.
The stranger laughs. It is a strangled, dusty sound, as if his voice has been worn down.
43k experience.
Druid Urgu. Zulkir.
Man, it's crazy how much XP behind that I am.
Soon our forces will completely occupy this city.
And so many big quests.
Against the Nephil's power, I will be unstoppable.
He chokes on his own laugh.
45,
I have no
40,
seductive
nearly
skills
46k of
to be
space.
here. Expect your demise should we meet again.
You are suddenly transported away from the chamber. You find yourself back at the entrance to Ildranath's tomb, on the surface. You think about what the Zulkir said. It is
I'm
only a
gonna
matter
turn
of
you
time
in.
before the Red Wizard's forces overtake Mithdrana, bringing even more chaos and destruction to this land. For now, you must return to the Elves' camp. You must find a way to thwart Thay's assault. This city will not fall yet again.
And since I'm not gonna TR for a long time, might as well get the favor stuff, which does include that tiny more hit point. Yep. Next thing to be squashed. Really, really squashed. There won't be any bugs left.
You've come to these woods to stop the Ettercaps. The spider-like creatures have been capturing elves traveling to the ruins of Mithdrana. Now to see if you can find some trace of them.
Na 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 na.
You found a cave, but it's too small to be the great cave where the Ettercaps take their captives. Tells you his story. It seems that the Ettercaps take their captives to a great cave, somewhere deeper in the forest.
Yeah, at my end it is the last quest that I do in Mithranor before leaving the place. Usually it's where I decide if I level up or not. What will the choice be?
You examine the marks on the ground. Something big was here recently. Something larger than an Ettercap. Much, much larger.
Ho ho ho.
The way into the cave is the terror that
You
lies
have
behind
been
the Ettercap
nearly
ranks
enough
awaits
points
within.
on mine. Although one thing for sure, tomorrow's session it's all the way to 20.
The elves will once again be able to walk these woods undisturbed.
Yeah, Great Sword of the Fallen Age. Nothing remarkable. Let's see. Now I am at 20k from being XP cap. On your hand, you can definitely take your level 16. What is not worth a lot, but still would get me closer. Tavern Brawl. I'll be... I think I'll go do a quick beautiful nightmare. No gem in the hand reward, so that XP will wait. Yeah, Tavern Brawl is a 14. That's why I was kind of looking at the quest that comes out a little earlier. And I don't like doing Tavern Brawl. We'll do it only in our 10 at cap. So I'm just gonna go do a quickie. Well, now I do have 2 completionists on the same server. And I don't think that I'll work out one for each server.
You remember that you've come to the House of Langor to find and retrieve the Eye of Dalquor.
But I do have a main on Argo. I do have one on Salona. At least trying to cap them both would be the best that I could do.
Covers the floor of this chamber. These you instinctively let out a sigh as at first you feel a sense of calm and relief. Yet that relief quickly turns to dread as you notice that you blink awake. You realize with
yeah, 17k.
Oh, you're awake already?
I don't even need to go do
my
the
hypnosis would
breakables.
have a more lasting effect. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did resist my initial compulsion to send you away after all. I suppose you won't
I don't
just
even
leave
need
my
to go
subjects in
there.
the thralls of their sweet dream. There's no reason to lie anymore.
Oh, it will be evident on the stream title. But that will not be before I am done doing all my side project on G-Land. Well, capping the side project.
You managed to defeat them?
Once this tune is ready for 10 king or 10s.
Find me if you must. If you're able to reach the Twilight Chapel, you might be able to save the monks.
I'm gonna have to re-roll my what was my low life for tank into something a little more adequate.
A shaft filled with the monastery's support units. You catch your breath after the difficult climb. Taking a look around, you spot unsealed doors by the chandeliers up above. Surely one of these doors.
Salona was the server that I started playing this
You hear
game.
the eyes cloying voice echo around you.
A pity to watch you fall so far. Not to worry, love. I'll send my dear friends to help you get
But
back.
when the level cap was
After
20,
the
I
glory
kind of
back,
stopped
you notice
playing,
dead bodies on the floor.
as
It appears
reincarnating
that the
was
cultists
pretty
of the
hard
Hidden
at
Hand
the
have tried
time.
and failed to infiltrate the monastery and retrieve the eye.
It was rather painful. And the tune that was my main back there, I think I might have to do a lesser TR. As the game changed so much that I might actually have to use a lesser heart. Can I do a course correction till
From this
reincarnating?
vantage point, you can clearly see the courtyard below, as well as two other doors.
Way
on this
past
level.
that. But I do have a lot of the arsenal green steel. Minimum level 12 green steel. It's okay. Well, the one on Argo is a little more recent. So that tune does not have the mistake I've done. The 15s. There's still the 14s. We have not even touched the level 14 quest. Why touch the 15s now?
You found your way to a corridor overlooking the Twilight Chapel.
Well, part of me feel like it would be adequate
The room is blocked by a magic
to be at
barrier.
least on the same starting ground. That's why I'm doing this quest as an
So
extra.
near and yet so far.
Sorry to be
If
XP
you
cap
ever hope to reach me,
if we are at the
choose
same
between
level
the two
range.
trials I have prepared for you.
The eye's voice fades, and the vines blocking your path forward disappear.
So, this is what you chose? Very interesting.
In Tolsimar's
See how
guild,
fair.
You rise
the
from
previous
altar.
guild that I
The
was
monk
in,
from your
I got
dreams
kicked
stands
out
motionless before you,
for not logging
eyes
in
glazed
for
and
3
empty,
months.
as if you were still asleep.
My disciple. Yes, please.
Because once the game has stopped doing gold rolls every day,
When the
I had no
sleeper
reason to
hears
log
those words,
into
he lunges toward you in a panicked frenzy.
the other
Crystal
things.
smashes to smithereens, dispelling the barrier above the Twilight Chapel. The sleepwalker screams in terror as his false idol shatters, temporarily distracting him. You may want to take advantage of this momentary distraction to escape.
You must
before
be
the sleepwalker
joking.
remembers who broke his statue. You've managed to knock down the sleepwalker
Deadly.
without fatally injuring him. With luck, by the time he awakes, the Eye of Dalquor will be long gone from this temple. You drop down into the Twilight Chapel. Mother Ashira's dusty, desiccated corpse lies next to the Eye of Dalquor.
I cannot be too angry. Some people are very wants all of the guild renown and don't want the lust going on.
When in fact, I had been the one containing them.
Thank you for the shares.
Illusion. And yet, you still
Come on,
managed
little
to shake
high,
them
stop
away.
talking.
You've seen how happy they are now. It would be such a shame to rip them away from their happiness.
It's summertime.
Into this world with all its grim chaos. If that is truly what would bring you peace, I will oblige you. But if you believe these trifling illusions are my true strength, prepare to be disappointed. You are pushed back into your dream by a force too powerful to resist. When you rise, you hear the as the statue crumbles to dust. Its twin counterpart springs to life. You finally manage to slay the last illusion the Eye of Dalquor has crafted for you. Then something snaps in your mind, and you're jolted awake. As you blink awake,
Wow, I got 12k.
Well,
Out of the 21k I would have gotten otherwise.
Despite the challenges I have thrown at you,
Alright,
here you stand.
to level 16, and then joining you in Feast.
Drained of power yet again. For the moment at least. You have managed to break the spell and cure these monks of their peaceful sleep. Yet I still
Yeah, more
and
constitution.
I still dare to dream.
Now that the Eye of Dalquor's magic has been disrupted, the monks will slowly begin to rise from their long, reluctant slumber.
Oh yeah, and with level 16, I can now have infinite rage power. Generating rage every 90 seconds. La 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 la. There we go. Dragon Lord for leveling, Barbarian for endgame, as I can easily go from a tank for 10 to a DPS. But still, Dragon Lord endgame is pretty fun. And making a note that is basically a 12 Dragon Lord. 3 bard with 5 rogue. Na 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 na.
The orc you spoke to outside told
So with how much melee that I do play,
party returns.
I guess I should really make a caster. Or at least a support tune. Man, nearly 2,000 hit point. What amount of thickness?
The hobgoblins have
Alright, I guess I'm not getting any kills. I'm just a second hit point. Having all the meat to go around. Yeah.
You enter into another wing that has been converted into makeshift living quarters.
And no luck. Yeah, well, of course you open the right door.
Ezekiel drops to the ground. You hear a soft metal clank.
How cute. It wanted to see me. I do not have any bite bar.
The Orc command post looms before you.
Conquest is good. Where's the D door? Fine, I guess I'll recall through the tent.
These ruins have long been inhabited by the...
We've got a deal, then.
God access.
Now, run along. You've got some conspirators to kill.
With that, the hobgoblin disappears into a passage in the wall.
Carnage attacking a mob out there. Somehow they're fighting each other.
The last conspirator falls. It is time to find the giant's relic that brought you here.
Well, now.
As the rusty door swings open, a cry issues from beyond it. King Bendex has ordered your death.
Bendex.
Gargling cries emerging from a secret passageway.
You have given me what I want. No reason to let you live.
And done. Then to the crucible. We're just doing the whole sides now. We go and we go. Come on. Although I'll admit, right now my brain feels pretty tired right now. Crucible might be my last. As much as I would prefer to do stuff all in one go.
From the veterans of the Storm's Fist Horde.
The loading screen of death. For all your illegal binding. Although you seem to have appeared inside.
Your Gundam, the commander of the Storm's Fist, sneers at you. Down these steps, an empty arena awaits.
Na, 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 na.
Begun.
57. Yeah. I like it much more than Meltstone Crater. That's for sure. It's much more active with a quest.
The sign reads, Maze of Cunning.
Na, 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 na. Hi. For once that I don't have to use annihilating. Open up. Hi again.
Beyond the barred gate, a crystalline horn rests on a pedestal.
I know. If you get shot, you want to huff their head in return. Okay. And okay, once more. You're all good to go into the middle. I'm running all the way just to put one crest. Everything's good.
The gilded dragon head next to the door has a hole where its horn used to belong. Strong currents tug at your feet as you step into the water.
Up. Part of me would want the dev to make something great, to make new quests that have maybe some elements or inspired by the Crucible. It feels like a mini raid, even though it's not a raid.
Apparently unguarded.
You can talk to the kobold. Get that deal. It's the final life for this tune. I feel the need to at least to stream the old thing. No, what fucked us up was you talking with the doing the diplo check with the hobgoblin at the start. The rest, it's all okay. We don't talk to the kobold. That floor is not destroyed. No, not him. Last time you talked with the hobgoblin that ends up sleeping there. And we missed that one kill that we needed. This time it's not happening.
The test of instinct has reset. The test of instinct has reset.
Oh, by the way, I'm at 225 healing amp at the moment.
The test of instinct has reset.
The 225.
Test of instinct has reset. test of instinct has reset. The test of instinct has reset.
Like the Temple of Elemental Evil, when it was released, it was way immense. Before it got divided into multiple quests.
You approach a bank of 7 signal crystals above a lever.
They decided to split it up, but they could have also made it into a raid. G0, there are 2 before. One, 2.
As the puzzle wheel clicks into place, a loud gear grinds in the southeast corner of the room. The path forward is open.
Oh.
The rush of swift water emanates from below.
But yeah, I'll be done after this one. Sorry, Deadly, if you wanted to continue. I have some sleep to catch up.
A lever juts from the base of the wall on your right. The swift current churns as it makes its way around several stone obstructions.
Tomorrow it's all the way to 20 at the very least.
A glittering pile of treasure is surrounded by agitated
And if whether or not you want to wait for me for tomorrow, it's up to you. Otherwise, I know that I could just go alone. Early morning adulting. You're doing too much work.
A hobgoblin furiously bangs an alarm as you approach the event.
You have a lot of energy, Dudley. If you want to go all the way to 20 today, in this one session, Yeah. I'm not gonna park. I want to stream it all. 8 more kill for archers. No, that's not 8 more kill. It's 12. You know, they're not pushing more mobs if you stay there. Good night, Haste. Okay, the archers can be killed. Don't need them alive anymore. They've made their use. Conquest is now guaranteed.
You hear Grogan the Bugbear's growling voice. Welcome, warriors of the Storm's Fist, to the arena of power. Your champions survived their trials. You all won your place in the Horde. Now, these maggots must do the same. Recruits will be harried by dagger tools. Seems to be fighting naked today. Such confidence. They will be hammered by Lord Gutcher. He's a blood-guzzling champion of the Dragon below. And they'll face the leaders of the Cloven Jaw and Arzak Claw Hobgoblins. Vrow the Fearless and Harza Ghost Waker. Lord Jorgandal wants no weaklings in his horde. And these soft-looking traitors to storm.
You know the XP won't disappear if you rest. Oh dear. I know that you've been playing for a lot more than I did today. A solid 61k for 16 minutes. Free Diamond of Wisdom. What day is this chest? Yeah, because I'm not on an XP pot today. I ignore the chests when I am using them, but now I can take my sweet time. Alright. Now it's 5 in the morning for me. I need to crash. Neededly. Nini. Ah. And thank you all for coming by. And I'll see you tomorrow for more grind. And we'll get all the powers upon us. May your day be fantastic. Till next time. How's Shakir? Have a fabulous day ahead of you.